has massage an appointment at 11, and then he didn't finish until close to 12 something, right? And then by the time he was finished, we had lunch, right? When we had lunch, that's when I got called by Dr. Annenberg. I haven't even and then he goes like, hey Nadia, don't panic, everything's gonna be okay. We didn't get to finish, but Roger, the ambulance just took Roger to the hospital due to, this. And I go like, okay, so it's like, okay, well, I'm glad he's okay. I'll be on my way. So the first thing I did after I hung up with him, trying to figure out how do I make sure that we're not going to end up with 2 cars in a hospital, right? So, and Magdalena's still at home, correct? So, I call Renata. Of course, she's sick, so that's a scratch. So, the next person I call in line, Claudia. And normally I only text her, so instead, I called her, and she answers right away. And then I asked her if she can help me, because I don't know what's her.
The doctor just responded. She said that we can cancel it. So you
Oh,
don't need
I
to repeat
already
it.
did it.
Yeah,
She just came and
showed
did
up.
it. No worries.
Maybe minus $500 or $1,000 on the bill for the mistake they made. He made. So.
Yeah, you just missed her by like 3 minutes.
Not even.
She
Yeah.
just it don't.
Just responded. I responded 907.
Yeah.
Because see,
Yeah.
no need to repeat.
Yeah.
907. She just responded.
Yeah. So.
What it is.
Yeah.
We'll live.
Sorry.
It's okay. You try. It's all you can do.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So. Anyway, so then I call Claudia, and then I said, hey, I need a huge favor. Roger's in the hospital. I was wondering if you could take me to Tamarack. And then she goes like, well, I just needs to go to somewhere around here because she's supposed to be meeting with her friends at 5 o'clock. And I was like, oh, perfect. And I was like, wait, does that mean you'd be able to take me? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Just like, I just have to go pick up my kid, this and that, blah, blah. It's like, I'm on her schedule. So I wasn't thinking about like, hey, let me grab my clothes and do this.
That would give you a whole bunch of free time, right? Like if she
no.
was like,
It is not.
I gotta do this, that would give you free
No.
time at the house to
No,
put a bag
it
of
is
clothes,
not.
toothpaste,
It is
underwear,
not.
socks.
No, it is not. Because by the time I got home, it was already 2 o'clock. Okay? And mindful, it's traffic. We drove from her house. It was 2 something. We didn't even
Oh, what
get
time
here.
did you get home? Oh, you drove to her house?
Yeah, I had to. So my car is at her house right now.
Oh, I thought she came to your house.
No.
Okay.
Okay? So I went to the bank to get cash for Magdalena, right? That kept me on the stop first, right? And then
There's
I dropped.
cash in the drawer.
What? Where?
In the first drawer that I always leave cash, there's $1,000 there for emergencies.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I didn't check at all. So if it's not there, then I don't
A
know.
woman who doesn't know where the man's cash is.
Well, that means I'm not a gold digger wife, okay? I asked for everything, just let it think. I've never, not once, like, let me take this out. Okay, so anyways,
Okay.
so I had to go to the bank, get cash from Magdalena, drop Papa off. As soon as I got home, I went to go, number 1, and then I rushed back to her, because by the time I got, it was like perfectly, because she has to leave, because I'm on her time. She's not on my time. I asked her a favor. So that was the reason why I didn't have like clothes or this.
How long
and
were
that.
you at home for? When you dropped Pop off and...
Maybe less than 5 minutes. I went to go to use the bathroom, the ladies' rooms, and bam, took off. Because she texted me, it's like, hey, are you on your way? So when someone's already kind of like, whether she trying to rush me or not rush me. I know she says like take your time, but then it's like, are you on your way? So I just assuming like, well, maybe she just want me to get here now. So you know, I read people, I read the room, you know.
You read the room.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not Roger Foley, where it's like, how can you know? What are you doing? That's what Roger Foley does. Likes to critique. Wife is not
Cross-examine is the word.
Right.
Cross-examine is the word. It's not critiquing.
Okay.
It's cross-examine.
Sure. Cross-examine, and guess what? He drove all the way to Tamarack to get his tooth, saying that the wife doesn't do this. It's the worst dental assistant. Next thing you know, boom. He probably got it like real good to that nerve. You go whoop, and you go. So, for the shit talker that you do, right?
I'm not shit talking. It's called cross-examining.
Okay.
So when you usually go to the restroom, do you normally urinate for 5 minutes? Yes or no?
Well, it doesn't matter.
No. Answer the question. Do you urinate 5 minutes? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So you normally urinate for maybe a minute, correct?
Maybe it depends. And again, you gotta think of like what clothes I'm wearing. So between like taking off like
Okay, 1 to 2 minutes. Is that a fair assertion? No more than 2 minutes?
3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. So that would leave you with 2 other minutes, correct?
Okay, sure.
So during those 2 minutes, you could walk over to the dresser, get some underwear, correct? You could. It's possible.
Possible.
Okay. While you were in the bathroom, the counter is only 1 step, 3 seconds away.
No.
Listen, 3 seconds away from the toilet, correct?
No.
Is that a fair assertion?
No, it's not.
The toilet and the counter are.
No,
Melissa, no. This is an argument. It's a question. I ask it, you answer. Just tell me this.
The bathroom was not in our bedrooms, not in the master bedrooms, but in the other bathroom.
Okay.
So between
Okay.
across
So, okay.
to our bedrooms.
Okay. So you went
set
to a
us
different
down.
bathroom. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it took you 30 seconds to walk from one part of the house to the other part of the house. So that's fair, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So in that 30 seconds, to go to our bathroom, you would have had to pass the dresser, correct? So you could have grabbed 2 underwears and a pair of socks, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you could have walked right to the bathroom and grabbed toothpaste and a toothbrush, right?
Sure.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so it is possible you could have done it.
Okay.
You just chose not to do
So
it.
it is possible that you could have gone to my office, did all that, right? Get passed out in Jupiter instead of in Tamarack, right?
And
Where
then-
it's like 2 hours away from the house, correct? Right?
Even
And
the
now-
ambulance
and even-
driver said,
okay,
"You must really
even-
like this doctor." I go, "Yeah."
Yeah, exactly. Because that's a fair question, isn't it? Like anybody, whether it's Ken gonna make you going to the freaking hospital or Salehi's gonna make you to the hospital, but either way, it is closer to do.
You know,
Isn't
you're
it?
way
Isn't it,
happier.
right?
You're way
Right?
happier. You're way happier that it happened with Ken than at your office, right? You are way happier.
I mean, no, happier. It's not.
So you don't want to see it happen to me, but if it was going to be a choice of happening at your office or at Ken's
Ken?
office, you're all for the Ken vote. Poor Ken, he's the nicest guy. He's like the nicest dentist, the best quality dentist.
Well, he was-
Like money can buy. Such a good dude.
I mean, you did say
Said,
that,
yeah.
okay, that you as he was injected.
Right after he injected, it happened.
Even before that, he was making a conversation with you because that eased up your anxiety level.
He pinches
right?
my thing. I
Right?
go, you pinched
so-
my lip. He said, yeah, me and your grandfather are probably the only 2 people. Because I go, man, you got some grip strength, brother. You're pinching the hell out of my lip.
he
He's
probably
like, it's a distraction.
He go like usually you go just to kind of like
Yeah.
you know, and he go, and then he go soon. So hey, I'm just saying, you know, it's like it can't be from the nitrous. The nitrous will make you, you know, like feel like you want to vomit, but nothing like, you know. The
No.
only thing that does
No,
that
I
is
hyperventilated,
Novocaine.
shaking,
it's because
sweating.
the penicillin that will that
Penicillin?
penicillin. That's a
Well,
penicillin.
he didn't give me penicillin.
It's Novocaine has a penicillin in it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay.
So, and he's using lidocaine, septocaine, and I'm not sure if he's using the Articaine or Mapivican, and those two is the least amount that your heart rate would go like that palpation, that like it's like, oh my god, like I'm feeling high, like, or jittery or whatever. That's what the usually septo would do that. So, and especially if I highly doubt that he would aspirate. So
Judge, I would
basically,
object. The witness is she's failing to respond.
respond by the 30-second
I-
why I couldn't pick up my freaking underwear,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah.
Okay, that's the 30-second that you know that you want the answer from me, because I like legit though, like, oh, let me go pick up my underwear right now, like when, like, literally thinking about like, well, my husband's in the hospital right now.
Yeah, what
Like,
if
don't
I
even
what
know,
if
like,
I
what do you,
what if I
when you, like,
died?
you go,
I
like,
need
slur-
fresh underwear.
like,
Would you give the funeral attendant fresh underwear for
That's
me?
exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I mean. How you are ridiculously. It's very like, it just, it's like, wow. You know, I just feel like the older you
Mouthwash,
get.
mouthwash.
Hey, there's mouthwash right there.
I know.
There's
I didn't get it until
there's
the later.
Deodorant. There's toothbrush.
I have deodorant?
There's,
Yeah.
everything's in there. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Remember, this is a 5-star hotel that you're gonna be paying for the rest of your life. Okay. And first of all, thank you very much. It's like, if I didn't have friends, what's my next?
That's what friends are for.
What's my next thing? Uber, right? And that's gonna cost me what, $150 from there to here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there's a reason why sometimes, like,
I don't know what you're saying.
you always with your friend.
Unresponsive.
When
Judge,
you're- okay.
objection,
I already told
unresponsive.
you.
Could you direct the
30
witness?
second. 30 second. You said 30 second of your time. What can you pick up on an underwear? The answer is this, because I was not thinking about an underwear. Okay, it was not in my brain.
You know, I'm putting this all on YouTube, and
Oh,
you're
no, it's
giving
fine.
you're giving your husband the
middle finger, the
middle
birdie.
finger.
I mean,
bird.
you know, I'm sure they're gonna be laughing. They're gonna be like, "Dang, this wife." I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, there's husband and wife out there. They're like, "Doo-doo-doo, where's my makeup bag? Let me put this thing." Like, I didn't carry that. Like, we're not.
Are you telling the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that you didn't put makeup on to see your husband?
No. Could you see?
So you're not putting your best foot forward on a daily basis?
Knowing that my husband's gonna freaking die. Like, I go like, oh, let me put my makeup on. Let me see what kind of a cologne or perfume, or, you know, what kind of dress I should wear. This is exactly what I was wearing, because I was going to the gym. I had a day off yesterday. I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna take Pop to go to get a massage, because he's been complaining about his freaking back, and he had a great time. Let me take him for lunch. Like, you know, I got a call. So I, like, all the things that I said I was gonna do as far as, you know.
I appreciate, and I think a lot of folks do, that when you're visiting someone at the hospital, you kind of have your best look on, like your best bag, you know,
Yeah,
the night.
guess what? I'm gonna call a Victoria's Secret model for you, okay? Or you're gonna go Rachel, come over here with the stiletto, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, that's not.
Okay, don't let the Oakland come out, okay?
Well-
We don't. This is a family friendly Oakland. Let's not have the Oakland wife come out right now,
I
okay?
mean, it's insane. Like, you.
I mean, you could have
literally-
had a best
you-
bag. You might have been able to stop off at Aloe and get, you know, maybe a different. Oh, you're wearing Aloe. Sorry.
Yeah.
See, here's a commercial for Aloe. Okay. All right. Well, Judge, I have no further questions for this witness.
Okay, except she's the best wife. Thank you very much. Yes, she's the best wife.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Okay. Bye.